Hello and welcome back. I want to show you how to sew in the buttonhole. So for that, you're going to need a buttonhole foot, a button of your own choice. I choose this one for today. You're also going to need a seam ripper and some scrap fabric so you can practice on. So first, you're going to stick in the presser foot, the buttonhole foot actually. This is like a sliding thing. Sit there for a moment and readjust the settings. For sewing a buttonhole, you need to change this setting as well as the length setting. So for the settings down here, you're going to be using these three for the buttonhole. As for up here, which is the length of the stitch, can you see this blue sign here? That's the shape of the buttonhole. So this is indicating that the buttonhole needs to be between 0 and 1. So we're going to twist it in between 0 and 1. Just make sure it is not on 0 because that means the machine will sew at a standstill without moving. So once you adjust that, I would prefer closer to 0 because it makes the stitches stronger. And for down here, you can start from 1, of course, and then go 2, 3, 4. The reason we start on a scrap fabric is so that we can see the length and width that we need for this buttonhole before going on your actual garment. So there are lines on this buttonhole foot, and from that you can see where you stopped and how much you're going to need. I'm going to show you now so you can see what I mean by that, because every button is a different size, right? The width is different and the size is different. So on scrap fabric, you just practice, see which one fits best, and then move on to your garment. So I'm going to start. So make sure the fabric is at the starting point and also the buttonhole has to be at the starting point. So now we're going to start. As I said, these lines indicate the length of where you want it to stop. So let's say I'm gonna put my button so I can see the length of it, how much. So we're gonna stop here, okay? And let's see if that's correct. Okay, and now I'm gonna turn it into 2 and make sure whenever you're changing the setting that your needle is not in the fabric, it's outside, or else your needle is gonna break. Okay, and then into 3, so it goes back up. And then 4 to close the square. All right, let's see if it's the right size. Okay, so this is the hole we came out with. I'm gonna take the seam ripper. You're gonna put it like this, poke one hole, and when it's in between, like look, in between, make sure not to go to the very end to not rip this stitching, but stop right here before that one. So let's do it till here. Be careful, okay? Like that. So now we take the button, push it through, and see if it comes out not too loose, okay? So now it comes out just right, the perfect size. Because if it's too loose, then the button's going to keep coming in and out of it, and you don't want that. But it doesn't have to be too tight so it doesn't stretch out, but the right amount of friction. And there you have it. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and feel free to leave any comments. Thank you.